Color.
Shastri was made the Home Minister of India. His eldest son, working with LIC, got a promotion. Shastriji wrote a personal letter to the LIC asking for an explanation. In 1996, when Gulcharan Das once met Manmohan Singh, his wife was not there and domestic help was not available. Manmohan Singh himself made 2 cups of tea. When Gulcharan Das informed this to his wife, with his surprise, she replied, "He is the only one in the cabinet who uses his own phone and picks it up." Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, when he was made the president, he denied having Z+ security and excess chefs. In order to accept austerity as statement, being austere leaders, we had them then and we have them now. So we can definitely revert back to austerity. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I stand for the motion. Gandhiji once said, "Everything in India attracts me. It is basically because India is a karma bhumi." But today, in contradiction to it, we have made it a bhoga bhumi. Today, one section of the society is spending lavishly on things which it doesn't even require, while the other doesn't even get the basic necessities of life. Realizing this, in a CWC meeting held in September, Sonia Gandhi had asked the party leaders to accept austerity measures and donate 20% of their salaries to the drought relief fund and not to have meetings in 5-star hotels. This has basically given rise to today's topic of discussion, to accept austerity as a national statement. When we open Oxford Dictionary, we find austerity meaning severe simplicity. But in fact, it means to give away the excess, but never give away what is necessary. Thus, if the necessity is a car, then why do only go for a Rolls Royce? Even Gandhiji had said that if somebody else possesses more than me, let him. I do not care. But so far as my life has to be regulated, I will not possess anything which I do not want. Warren Buffett, the world's richest man in 2008, still lives in the same 3 BHK house where he used to live 50 years ago. And in spite of owning the world's biggest private jet air company, he doesn't use a single of them. On the other hand, Indian tycoons go for 40-story houses and give away private jets as gifts. Does this make a nation strong? In order to make a strong nation, we actually require 4 essential things: political stability, economic development, social well-being, and technological advancement. Presently in India, we find politicians wearing khadi but designed in Italy. They go for foreign travels with their families on government expenses. Today, our GDP has been rising at an average rate of 7% in terms of GDP. But still, the 26.5% of our population is living below poverty line. It is the top 10% of the population which enjoys nearly 1/3 of this GDP, while the bottom 10% gets a mere 3%. What a great and classic example of income disparity, and still we call Mera Bharat Mahan. Still we call Mera Bharat Mahan. Now, moving ahead, if we are austere, then we will have austere leaders, which will know what is public service. They will live simple life. Today, when about 54 public projects have been delayed, causing an escalation loss of about 29,000 crore rupees, this will never happen if we were austere and if we accept austerity in future. Virodha Bhave, the spiritual guru of Gandhiji, had initiated the Bhudan movement. This movement actually brought the landlords and the landless come near each other. Similarly, if we accept austerity, then the social and economic inequalities that exist in the society today will vanish. I'd like to conclude quoting Bimal Jalan, the ex-governor of RBI. I quote, "Gandhiji's espousal of ecological and economic development with austerity is even more significant today as fossil fuel-driven industrialization and insatiable consumerism engender crisis in resources on a global scale. Unquote. Thus, if we need to build a strong nation, we must revert back to austerity. Thank you. Jai Hind.